What it do, what it do, what it do, and welcome back to another Tuesday talk with Jaguar, the one and only Jaguar Wright. It is I, it is me, yes, and we up in here. Salute to, you know, my favorite producer and co-host Wolfgang Amadeus, producing behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You hear me? You hear me? Hello? Yeah, I'm
It
here.
came in hot.
My bad. My bad. I
No,
should be good
look,
now.
you
I mean, is it too
ain't
loud?
it sound no, it sounds fine. I ain't complaining. Sometimes you gotta come in hot. Hey y'all, what's
Indeed.
going on? Please forgive me. I'm still not getting enough sun, but I'm doing okay. And if I look a little, I've been cooking. So cooking, sweating, I've been getting it in. I've been in that kitchen doing that thing. But it is I am here. How you guys doing? Ah, so anywho's, what am I doing? I'm muting. I gotta get back to that complexion. I don't like the light skin jag. I like the brown caramel. I like that. I miss that. How many shades off am I? I promise you. It's been so strange. Like that heat wave messed up my tan. Like when it's 100 degrees in LA, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 108 in the valley. So, yeah,
It's insane. It's
89
insane.
degrees in Inglewood.
Man, I tell you. Life is hot in Cracktown. So there's a lot going on this week, and we're going to be talking about a lot. Like we're going to be getting into all kinds of things. Um, because in my opinion, the world is insane, and since everybody's in court, I figured I'd pop in from court my damn self. So let's
Yeah.
see. Let's say hello to who's in the building, and it's an open house tonight. It's not typical, but welcome all.
But if you act up, you're going to get
Okay,
smacked up. Just know that.
Jaquavius, welcome. Oh, new member. Awesome. Terminator Toby, welcome to the
Welcome,
fam.
Terminator Toby. Appreciate you.
Okay, we have Rainbow. Welcome, Rainbow. Hey, Reese.
Rainbow Green.
Sis Black, good to see you. Archangel Michael, what are you doing over here in these early comments? You are stirring up all kinds of stirring up. And salute to Archangel Michael. Like, if you want to have you a good hoot and a word, check his page out. Last live that I saw of his, he was over there cracking.
Yeah. Shout out to
He was
Archangel
over there
Michael.
cracking. And when he's not over there, he's with our other moderator, Auntie Leah. She over there cracking. Okay. They call me Kia. Welcome. Hey, Lauren. Welcome in. What do you look? They in here. They was in here talking. Hey, Mike D. Reader. Welcome. And this is an interesting comment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Aaliyah passed away 25 years ago today. I'm so broke, and I wasn't even alive when she walked
Wow.
this earth. Such an inspiration. It's kind of crazy that you weren't even alive when that happened, because I was very much so alive, and I very much so remember when it happened. It was just upsetting, and it was wild because you know they pretty much tried to put it all on her. They said that the reason why her plane went down was because she had too much luggage, and she insisted on, not parting with her things. And because of that bad choice of hers, that's why her plane went down. Like, it's so ignorant the way they be playing in people's faces. Then they did a half a piece of investigation, and then they just, uh, but yes, Her and now Dolly Parton share that day. And rest in peace to Dolly Parton. We'll do an acknowledgement on her a little later on. Y'all was in here just cooping it up. Salute. What's going on, Brandon? How are you? Our Brandon. I don't know what's happening with my internet for whatever reason. I'm having issues, but I'm trying to. It's not responding. It's weird. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Brandon. Salute to you. Okay, Royal M. Tariq, welcome, welcome. Zena, welcome. And Michael, I'm telling you, we're going to talk about some things later, but because there's all kinds of stuff that we could say. Okay, our girl Never. Never is in the building. Oh, salute. Pat Lou over there in the kick realm. Welcome, welcome. Our girl Myrna in the building. Who there? Huh? Welcome. And salute to our growing family over there in the realm of kick. We have Tiara in the building. And yes, thank you, Michael. Remember to subscribe. Please do. And become a member because there's great members only content over at Set in the West. Fabulous. Maria B is in the building. Barbara Martinez is in the building. A. Reed is in the building. Oh, Mike, you just moved around. I ain't mad at you, Mike. Stretched and learned. Good to see you in the building. Okay, I think we've pretty much gotten to acknowledge our folks, our peoples. Candace Hill, Jack Nick, Rack Empire. That's what's up. Good to see you. Michael, thank you. And please remember to hit those likes. It lets people know that we're here. They be hating. They be hating. What's going on? Jada Ripper. Ripping it up. What did I cook? Um, I did some seared like lamb shoulder chops. Really good. And some spinach and some homemade baked potatoes. And yeah, nice. Nice clean meal. I'm like, got the itis, but we gonna pull it through. Look, y'all know me. I be cooking. I be doing my thing. And people better get used to that because the truth is eating out these days, you playing with your life. Oh, really? Well, thank you. Appreciate you for saying that. I love a good compliment, even when I don't think I deserve it. And I wish the comments would show up when I hit them. I don't know what is going on with the internet tonight. It is taking like,
I'm I'm gonna restart because it's sounding crazy. Let me just restart on my. I don't know. This.
wow, like you sound really robotic too.
Yeah, I know you too. So let me just restart. Give me one
Oh,
second.
sure. Okay, well, we're here. Early check in, not a problem. Okay, so we got Kathy Preston. I want to make sure that I'm tapping up, especially our new members. Okay, shout out to the chat. Thank you so much, Stefan. The one and only Keem over there holding it down. You listen to me, Court in the back. Look, I got the gavel and everything. We going down. It's going down. Yes, Judge Wright. I try not to be too judgmental, but sometimes just gotta say it like it needs to be said. It's so funny because in the midst of this Keefe D trial, I've been looking at like all kinds of different content, and I didn't want to weigh in too soon. I wanted to like see what was going to happen. And now that we're like making our way through the, week two, bruh, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. Stuff ain't yes, the stuff ain't stuffing with this trial. This trial is looking like real bogus. Speaking the truth of God, welcome. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're. Jen, our girl, Janae Lackey is in the building. Jessica Soda. I want to make sure I get our shout outs in because we have so many wonderful people. And I don't always get to holler at the folks, but we're about to get up off of these shout outs. And I think we're starting to settle in a little bit. Get it up. Well, let's hit these jewels. I want to acknowledge these jewels before we get started and give thanks if it'll let me show. Like they are tripping. This internet is like tripping. Like big time tripping. There we go. Thank you so much. AK or AK, I'm not sure, but thank you for the jewels. Jazz, thank you for the jewels. Yes, Kick Squad is the best squad. Y'all over there kicking it, and I love it. Just kicking it, just kicking it. Okay. Uh,
All right.
Jazz dropping them jewels. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Salute. We got Tom Jones, Dr. Jacko, Jag Nation. Amber, thank you so much for the jewels. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Jazz is hitting it. Look, y'all loving us down, and we appreciate it so much. What? Dawkins, thank you. Look, the digital effery of it all. I couldn't agree more. And up, Cadillac is in the building. She over there on kick holding it down. Y'all
Hmm.
make sure you mind your manners and show some love to our number one moderator over there in the realm of kick. She over there saying, "Hey, Carla Jen X, what's going on, girl? Welcome in." Okay, I think we've made it pretty much through. Wait a second. Hold on. What's this? Somebody gifted a membership. What? MJ Pass or Play. Thank you for gifting a membership. Whoever received that membership, make sure you send some love to MJ Pass or Play, who just made it possible for you to be a member here on the Jaguar
Send
Wright Effect here on YouTube.
send some love for show. And we appreciate you, MJ Pass or Play. And also, let me
Hmm.
just bring attention to
And salute to you, Ice Cold. Mm-hmm.
the GoFundMe because um,
Mm.
we want you guys to know that Jaguar Wright has a GoFundMe page, and the GoFundMe is pretty much for her legal defense. You can go to thejaguarwright.com and you could donate there, or you could just go to GoFundMe and just type in Jaguar
The
Wright and you'll
money.
find out. It's funny because I'll say a little something, but I'm not gonna say too much. There's a weirdo on here. There's a few weirdos on here that
I'm
talk.
jamming down for this part.
Yeah. Well, there, and you could can back up once I put this other thing up. But there's a few weirdos on here who question why does Jaguar have a GoFundMe and blah 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 and this and that. Well, it's because there's a whole lot of defamation that goes on in the name of Jaguar Wright on these YouTube streets, especially the YouTube streets. You got other platforms that are not as they're a little nicer, or they'll not gonna say nicer. I'll just say they're fair when it comes to dealing with Jaguar for the most part, and they appreciate what she did and what she does. But yeah, you deleted the Cash App. I'm not mad at you. I would get rid of Cash App if I were you as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you're right, Brandon. Lawsuits ain't cheap. But the funny thing is this person speaking. I ain't gonna say too much, but long story short, you got a lot of weirdos on here who are just I don't know, they were just weird. Pocket watching, I don't know, but they want to know why Jaguar has a Cash App. Soon enough they're gonna find out why. Um,
Well,
but
not a
again,
Cash App, but a GoFundMe.
a GoFundMe. They ask you why you have a GoFundMe. They're gonna find out
Forget
why.
asking why. There are people that are counting my money. There are people who go and check up how many people have donated to the GoFundMe more than we do.
Right.
Like apparently there's a bunch of YouTubers that sit around every day. How much money is in her GoFundMe today? How much money does she have? Oh my God! Oh my God! She has how much? What is she doing with that money? What is she doing with the money? Like, really? See, I understand why they're upset. I understand why they're mad because they're worried about what I'm going to do with that money.
Yeah, of course.
While they're all busy worried about yeah, what is it, velvet? Like looking ass. But no, seriously, you know, people are sitting there looking at everything like, and our overall goal is 75,000, and it's so funny because, and maybe we need to just like, maybe we need to not take the recommendation, and we need to put up the money, like, just say this is what we're trying to raise. Maybe we need
Yeah.
to put the, just yeah, because it's like, what's she gonna do with $16,000? That's not enough to sue. Like whatever. Like people are always busy running
It,
their
re-
mouth.
it reminds
Yeah.
me of that Good Times episode. Remember when Florida was like, "Where did JJ get all this cash?"
Hmm. And it's wild because as far as GoFundmes go, like ours is pretty modest compared to what a lot of people are out there doing. And
Yeah,
we it just we ended up randomly searching a few GoFundMe's, and it was kind of interesting what we found, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah. No, but hold on. Look, say this real quick because
Hmm.
this is funny. I wanted to, you know, this is what it reminds me of.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, D. Mike. Appreciate you.
Where's Jaguar getting all this
Why
cash?
is JJ getting all this cash?
Lord have mercy.
See, if you black, you know. Where is Jaguar getting all this cash?
When I say that Esther Rule and Ben Vereen are my parents, the day I say that, ooh, even that in itself has become an inside joke.
Right.
No, there's just some really interesting stuff that's going on out in the world today. And I think people, like, if you really want to go and start questioning people's GoFundMe's, there's a lot of other questionable things going on. You damn right. Dynamite! You better believe it, MJ. No, but yeah, no, there are these couple of cases, and it's really interesting. So GoFundMe Gate, if we're gonna talk about the GoFundMe of it all. Okay, so there's this mother pulls all six of her children out of a raging house fire, going back in three times despite burns covering 93% of her body. And she's raising money, and right now she is 42,000. That's definitely a lot more than the what 7,000 we've raised. which is
Yeah.
literally barely even 10% of our overall goal. Uh, then we have this other mother who unalived all three of her children by choking them out. And yeah, uh, with exercise bands. And we talking about Pilates. Um, yeah. Again, she claims that she the victim.
This is the world we live in now.
And
th-
she's already raised $1 million.
yeah.
She
Look,
she you got the one woman who's covered in scars from trying to save her children. She can only raise she got 42K. That's it. But this
well,
woman,
let
like
me
she
let me give you backstory real quick on the mother who rescued her six children. And shout out to her. She the one that really
Right.
deserves $42 million because she was 31. She was 31 years old. This happened back in 2019 in Sweden,
Hmm.
and it was a night house fire. Yeah, September 2019, and she was waking up by smoke and flames. She ran
Yeah.
barefooted back in the house, and all that smoke, all those flames, leaping even from a second story window with her youngest child, and all six of the children were saved thanks to the mom. So bravo to that mom. Like ooh
Salute.
man, yeah,
Swedish siren. It takes a very, very, very brave person to do that. There are so many times you've heard stories like this where the parents, an absolute shero, guys, an absolute shero. But you hear parents say, I, I tried to get him out and I couldn't get him out and I lost my kids, and this woman just refused. She refused. Yeah, salute to her. It's just it makes you wonder what kind of world we're living in when you see stuff like this. When you just look at the difference, like that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, how does anybody have the time to sit there and to criticize someone for raising money um, for a worthy cause, and you got people out here that is straight scamming, like literally. Like, I wouldn't have it in me. This mother who saved her children, I wouldn't have it in me to ever have anything to say about her GoFundMe. Like, I would never have anything to say about that. I wouldn't have any questions about it. And the truth is, this woman who took her children's life, all three of them, with exercise bands, no less. Like, I'm just like, what's going on with these mothers that are taking their kids up out of here and claiming that they're the victims? This isn't the first mom that we've talked about this year who's done something like this. There was that other woman who blamed it on the C-19 shot.
yeah.
She blamed it on the jab. And
Hmm.
because she, choked her kid out in the bathtub and then assaulted her family. Like, she
Yeah,
went nuts.
yeah,
And she got off. So I guess they're raising this $1 million for her legal defense. I
yeah.
mean,
They're
it's
raising the money. That's what it's for. It's for her legal defense. I'm assuming because she is still fighting this trial. This is now the mother who unalived all three of her children. This case is still going on.
postpartum. Somebody put here, Mike D. Mike says postpartum is a you know what, a capital BI, and postpartum is, and I suffered from postpartum with my eldest son. God rest his soul. He will, the anniversary of his life and passing It's just a couple of weeks away. Salute to my son, Giovanni Jackie Emmanuel. Right. I This is never a great time of year for me. Um, hmm, when I think about this kid, that was third grade,
Mm.
and then him all grown up as a man. This was right before he turned 25. He was only 25 for 4 days, barely 4 days. And I promise you, there is not a day that goes by that I wish I could have seen just a little bit more, had a little more time. But even in the midst of my postpartum with him, the idea, I don't know how some women get there, get to that point where they snap to the point where they lose themselves. And I mean, I guess to a certain extent, like there has to be some kind of mental break or demonic possession. Like, ugh. And thank you guys for the well wishes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Akshay. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kat. Um,
I mean, the prosecutors in this case involving the demon mother who unalived her 5-year-old, 3-year-old, and 8-month-old.
wow. Yeah, see,
You know,
you
yeah.
gotta have lost your damn mind. Like, there had to be something. I, I never understood when I hear stories like that about, like, for those of you who don't know, once upon a time, my first ex husband decided he wanted to play very, very, very dirty with me and use the courts to punish me and to bring me to heel in a manner that he couldn't do. He couldn't drag me in real life, so he got the courts to do it. And he tried to criminalize our custody arrangement, which had become tedious, so much so to the point where my son was experiencing a lot of great emotional distress being with him. There was a lot of therapy. My son actually ended up in the psych ward twice because of the pressure of everything that had happened. And, you know, even though I had legal custody of my son in Texas where we were living, my ex husband had filed charges in another state, in Chicago, Illinois, where he had made some friends while he was working there, and they abused the law. They abused the legal system, had me arrested, had me extradited to Chicago. For that case, in all, I lost about 6 months of my life altogether. First time, it was about 2 months of my life fighting, and then I was rearrested again after I had won custody, all out of spite, and I was forced to go back to Illinois. And I said, you know what? No more bond, no more doing. I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to trial. And I did. I went to trial. And on the first day of trial, the judge dismissed all the charges, nulle prosecute, because they were not within their jurisdiction or right to do it. They just kept me in jail long enough to force me to lose custody of my son, which is some really terrible stuff. But it happened, right? So when you have a child case or a case involving children, whether you're innocent or not, all of the women get locked up in the same space, in the same place, like in the same units. And it's so interesting being locked up in jail with women because you're in there with women who have actually hurt their children. You're in there with women who have actually, you know, molested their kids, unalived their kids. I don't know if you guys ever heard about a case with it was a woman, Florida, and she dismembered her child and put the child in gumbo and then fed the child to her husband. Uh, I was locked up with her.
Mm,
There was another woman, and it was so weird because, like, when she would tell the story of what she did to her baby, because the baby was barely 8 months. And she sat there and she told us in detail, and I'm not going to repeat the details of what she said, but I swear to God, she was so cool about the way she said it. It was like she was giving us a recipe for bread. Like, yeah, and I did this and I did that, and then I put the baby in the microwave, and I did this and I did that. Like,
mm, mm,
when she said I did that to shrink the remains so it would fit into the gumbo pot. Like, huh? Like, there are really sick people out here in this world. And of course, she was high on Krizak. Um, just there was another woman in there who left her child to go search for M to the E to the T to the H. Left her daughter with a man that she knew was dangerous. And when she came home, her child was her child had passed on after he brutalized her. Um, he literally raped the baby. He hog tied her. Um, well, actually, the mom hog tied her in the closet, and then he went in there and brutalized her until she was no more. Um, when just there are some sick people out there. So when I hear these stories, like what we're talking about right now, like to be a woman who cares about children, to be a woman who loves children, you have no idea how many times I was willing to catch another case.
mm.
Just so I mean, I think there's postpartum depression, but I also think that there's like it's just people be on demon time. So yeah, I don't know. So anyway, what were you saying about this woman?
I mean, oh wow, thank you, chaos.
What's up, Chaos?
Um,
Thank you so much,
chaos
darling.
dropping the, yeah,
Dropping the big bang. Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Go ahead and
Appreciate
read
you.
what chaos has to say.
Chaos says it's been a minute, guys. Two jobs now in New York City to survive while taking care of an elder in the family. It's been a struggle. Sorry to interrupt and
Oh no,
drop this on y'all, but I need to remind Jag and Odell this community brings me light in these dark times. Love and gratitude. Oh,
chaos. We appreciate you, and
YouTube doesn't deserve you, honey. They don't deserve you.
yeah, yeah. No, we appreciate you, and that's what we're trying to do. Is basically not talk about topics like this to bring people down, but in all honesty, the goal, at least for me and Jag, is to raise the vibration of the people, because most people, especially nowadays, the way things are moving, they want everybody moving in a low vibrational state, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you can be affected by what you see in the world and stuff like that, but don't let it affect your spirit, to be honest. Like, look at
Indeed.
it and take
Indeed.
it for, I don't know, just maybe it's a lesson that, maybe it's something that you need to see in order to give to someone else, to give them strength. So like we're not bringing up these stories to kind of like be a Debbie Downer or nothing like that. It's really just like, look at the mental state of where these individuals were. I mean, the mother who rescued her 6 children,
I know.
shout out to her. In fact,
Salute.
I would love to just you know just give her real life praises in all honesty, because that takes a lot of bravery, and running in a house people don't understand, smoke, flames, all that stuff, that's no joke.
Honestly, the only thing that makes me want to do is donate to her GoFundMe and just
Exactly.
leave a
Yeah.
message.
Yeah.
Like I think I might have to do that. Salute, Kenzen. Thank you so much for the jewels. Appreciate you.
Kinsin with the jewels. Kinsin with the jewels. What's up?
Thank you so much, Auntie Leah. Yeah, no, I. It's just funny, and I think the reason why we brought that up is because we're sitting here, we're looking at. There are some people that have really worthy causes, and they're trying to raise money, and then like you see people like Chud the Builders and the Jake Langs and them and such, and they're raising hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars
Yeah.
for hate,
Hmm.
so that they can keep on hating, and it's just we wanted to remind people that you know it's the yin and the yang of the world that we live in. For every person that's very deserving of support, you got some people out here who are just running the most audacious campaigns to do what they need to do. So I'm like, look, if y'all want to sit up there and start criticizing, because like I said, we barely made it to 10% of our overall goal. And guess what? We're grateful
Oh yeah.
because every little bit helps. But what I do know is the sooner we get to that goal, the sooner we'll be able to do more. Because there's a lot that happens in the backdrop of our life, that impedes things where time is taken up doing certain things that need to be done. There's been a lot, and I think people tend to also forget that we are a nonprofit organization. Like,
So that's the thing too. I need to finish up everything in regards to that, so that we could really push that. But I really just say let's stay quiet on that too, because you know how that is. Like you see how they're attacking Jaguars GoFundMe. They already got word in the backdrop. They're already trying to like attack your nonprofit. It's weird, and you're not even like, it's weird. That's all I gotta say. It's weird. These people are weird.
attack my nonprofit for what?
Right.
For what? What it sounds like is that there are people who do not want to see me prosper and grow in my life. There are people that are committed to trying to destroy my ability to be gainfully employed at being what I am and who I am. And you know what? That's against the law.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
against the law. Running
they'll see.
around lying to people, telling people that I'm scamming people when
Yeah. Yeah.
there's no scam. Nobody's running a scam.
And the
I
funny
can
thing
think of
is,
people that are. But
oh,
it's always the people who are yelling that crap. It's all deflection. They're
right,
the ones running the scam.
right.
Like, I could sit around and I could have a lot to say about people inventing fake names of so-called internet villains just to pretend like they're not covering their ass. Wonder why. But I digress. I ain't getting into that. Welcome. Welcome from North Africa. So yeah, and guys, please don't forget to subscribe to Kicking It with Auntie Leah. She's over there fighting the good fight. She's over there fighting for equality. She's over there fighting for recognition, and she's over there, you know, fighting for her people. And it's oh my goodness. Listen to me, MJ. There is most definitely good in this world. There is, and that's why we have to just remember, for whatever they got going on, for whatever it is that they're doing, we got to go 10 times harder at what we're doing, and not be swayed, because it's really all it is. It's just intimidation, and ain't nobody afraid, ain't nobody scared. So, oh, wait a minute. There's another super chat here. Appreciate you, Napoli. YT liberals and radical feminists are the root cause of all you see out there.
He's not
Lindsay
lying.
Clancy, a victim? Don't make me laugh. They'd be singing a different tune if it was, for example, a dad suffering from schizophrenia. Like, what's his
Exactly.
that Lindsay Clancy? Thank you so much. Salute to you, Napoli. Like, there's a lot going on out here in this world that people aren't talking about. And thank you to everyone. Thank you, Kenzen, for the jewels. Yeah, so
So
there we go.
where do you want to go from here? Because I
Look,
had all my images up, and of course they got knocked out. We got a couple of topics because we're going to talk about a few things.
mm,
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry for this, but remember, we and don't get it twisted. When we bring up certain topics or certain conversations, it's not
it's
really
for a
for
reason.
distraction. Yeah, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. So my question to you is, which topic did you want to discuss next?
Well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Why don't we
The
why don't we
Disney
talk
stuff?
about this? Nah, not. We don't need to get into that too soon. I want to talk about this Rock Nation, this new Rock Nation lawsuit.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So, guys, for those of you who do not know, there is a new Rock Nation lawsuit, and man, oh man, oh man, is it a doozy. Now, as if they don't have enough lawsuits, as if there aren't enough issues. My God, I tell you,
Huh. Mm.
yeah, this story is kind of bizarre. It's kind of nuts. So let me make sure I have this correct. Amy is her name.
Amy Huffman.
Amy Huffman versus Rock Nation LLC, Jermaine Jackson, and not Jermaine. I have helmet hair, and Michael Jackson's brother Jackson, but this guy named Jermaine Jackson. Daniel Berg, DRNX, which is supposed to be Drinks Water LLC, and Drinks LLC. Okay, so this lawsuit was filed in federal court in the Southern District of New York on August 24th, 2026. Okay, Huffman filed an 87-page verified complaint,
Mm.
meaning she declared, under penalty of perjury, that allegations based on her personal knowledge are true. Now, we've been down this road with Rock Nation. Last year, we went through this with the daughter of the CEO. And salute to Demore and Javon Hadley, Defending Your Freedom. It really, really, really is a great series. You guys should check it out. But the reason why I say that is because a lot of this is reminiscent, or I shouldn't say a lot of it, but there are definitely parts of this lawsuit that are very reminiscent to things that DeMoray experienced. So, she is demanding a jury trial, which is fan freaking tastic. Huffman says she was directly employed by Rock Nation as a W 2 employee and placed in the position of CEO of Drinks Water. She alleges Rock Nation exercised significant financial and governance control over the company, including funding, executive appointments, budgets, and financing, which basically means when they hired her, they did not do it for her expertise. They did not do it for how qualified she actually is to do the job. She was a figurehead. They wanted somebody with a good background and with a clean cut, you know, uh, persona to be the face of this company. Because she was more than qualified to handle the job without constantly being micromanaged by the company that hired her to do the job. Okay, back to the bullet points. Her basic allegation is that what began as disagreements over how she ran drinks turned into a campaign by defendant Jermaine Jackson to undermine her, sexually humiliate her, defame her, interfere with her marriage, and ultimately push her out as CEO.
Mm.
She further alleges that when she reported his behavior to senior people at Rock Nation and to the drink's owner, Daniel Berg, they failed to meaningfully stop it. And that shortly afterwards, she was the one stripped of authority, benefits, and compensation.
They
The
basically
alleged,
they stopped
go ahead.
paying her. No, I'm just saying, like they stopped paying her.
Like they stopped paying Demore when she
Uh-huh.
wouldn't break up with Javon and she didn't want to go running off with a football player with the NFL. Like just.
Yeah.
The alleged sexual smear campaign. Here we go. One of the biggest parts of this case is Huffman's allegation that Jackson repeatedly told employees, business associates, and even her husband that she was using sexual relations or sexual behavior to obtain business. So basically, he said that she was tricking off.
Mm.
This Jermaine Jackson guy got mad because she wouldn't allow herself to be handled and micromanaged and started running around telling everybody she was tricking off to get big. Can you imagine turning tricks to get people to buy water? Anyway, this
It,
is
it, it,
crazy.
the company wouldn't be called DRNX. It would just be TRX.
I, I'm I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Anyway, the complaint says this started publicly at an Atlanta trade show in August of 2025. Huffman alleges Jackson accused her in front of third parties of SE actually touching a male employee and engaging in SE actual conduct with the prospective business partner. She denies the incidents happened and alleges Jackson knew or recklessly disregarded that the statements were false. So basically,
Mm.
he a bold-faced liar. He knew it and she called him out on it. According to the complaint, the accusations then became progressively more sensational. So basically, when she wouldn't just sit there and let him make up one lie on her that she had the audacity to challenge as untrue, he came up with bigger lies. She alleges Jackson told people she used SEX to close deals, tricking off
Mm.
for water, accused her of sexual conduct with vendors and employees. So not only was she going to Target and saying, "Let me tell you something. I'm gonna drop this down. I'm gonna drop this thing on you if you stock up the store with my drinks," and then went back to the factory and said, "Yo, look, I'm gonna put it down on you. Make sure you like. Come on, this sounds crazy. It sounds insane." So Essie actually had conduct with the vendors and employees, characterized her professional success as the product of Essie-actual relationships, accused her of being racist, and
Mm.
claimed she mismanaged company funds. Listen to me. I'm about to just pull Martin out and have him sing his signature song when he was just, don't you know no good? Don't you know, oh, 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 no good. Like, she's just like the worst person ever if you let this Jermaine Jackson guy tell it. One of the more extraordinary allegations is that Jackson allegedly went outside the workplace and repeatedly called Huffman's husband. Now we're
Wow.
crossing the line.
Wow.
Now we're getting there. The complaint says he placed approximately 5 or 6 calls before eventually speaking with him for about 32 minutes and allegedly made accusations involving infidelity, sexual misconduct, racism, and financial mismanagement. Now, guys, I'm just going to sum this up for you as quickly as I possibly can. She went to the higher ups, she went to everybody that she needed to go to. And this did make it to the ears and the desk of Desiree Perez. But hey, if she don't care what happens to her own daughter, why would she care what happens to this lovely lady? Matter of fact, after she got the attention of the higher ups, guess what happened? She started having her phone calls and her messages hacked into.
Wait, Jack, hold on. Because that's where I wanted to pick up. Because all this really, this was going on for some time, but the 30th of January is the crucial date within this lawsuit because on that date, she formally reported Jackson's conduct to the senior Rock Nation officials. This is Colin Brown, the chief of staff and legal consultant, um, Alex Ingram, the head of mergers and acquisitions. And, she says she provided detailed incidents and witnesses. And according to the complaint, Ingram reacted to some of what she was saying by saying, in substance, that they didn't know what to say. She also separately reported Jackson to the co-owner, Daniel Berg, and this is where the lawsuit becomes important from a corporate accountability perspective. Huffman alleges Rock Nation actually um, had knowledge of her actual harassment and the hostile work environment complaints, but did not timely interview witnesses. They didn't meaningfully investigate the allegations while she remained CEO and restricted Jackson's access, uh, corrected the actual accusations, or did they further prevent alleged misconduct? So back to what you were saying about, you know, the other stuff that was going on. There are recordings as well. There's
Just like with
recorded
Jaguar Wright.
conversations involved. Yeah, yep. But there's recorded conversations involving Jackson. Huffman alleges that on February 10th, a recorded conversation captured him continuing some of the allegations, the actual discussing like communications with her husband, and then allegedly threatening her future careers perspective. So it's like, man, what part of the game?
She went to the boss to talk to the boss and tell the boss what was going on at the office. They ignored her, told the person that she told on so that he could continue to keep harassing her.
Uh
And he
huh.
kicked it up. But if that's not even the worst part of it in my opinion. The worst part of it in my opinion is after they did all of that, one day they just stopped paying her. They couldn't fire her because they didn't have grounds to fire her, so they just stopped paying her. Let her come to work like everything was cool. And they just, yeah, wait a minute. See, where is Charlemagne? I need him to do another press conference on how amazing these people are and how much he loves Desi and how wonderful all of this stuff is and how great all of this is. Like that's what I need. I need Charlemagne to explain a
You
little
got
bit
you got
more
s-
about
you
how
got some more
wonderful.
you got some more information that I had faxed over the LaMelo Ball connection.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
before we
yeah,
get into that, let me just say this real quick because after she complained, the timeline and one of the most damaging allegations against Rock Nation, and this is if she can prove it, she says she complained on January 30th and then followed up on February 3rd, February 6th, February 16th, February 19th. The complaint also alleges that, instead of dealing with Jackson, Rock Nation executives eventually began discussing Huffman's transition. Wow.
yeah.
So on February 27th, Jackson allegedly told employees of Huffman, then told her employees that she was no longer associated with drinks and boasted that he had fired her, even though the complaint says he had no legal authority to fire her. On that same day, according to Huffman, the health benefits were terminated. Her Rock Nation salary just stopped. That was March 15th of this year, 2026. And she didn't receive a formal termination notice. She never resigned. So,
No, it's wild. Now, I want to be very clear, guys. Sean Carter is not a defendant in this lawsuit. He's not a defendant in this lawsuit. The lawsuit names Rock Nation LLC, but that is Desiree Perez because she is the CEO of that company.
mhm.
Jermaine Jackson, Jermaine with a G.
And not Jackson with a S-U-N, because Jermaine Jackson, Michael's brother, he changed his name to Jackson. So
I
remember?
know. SUN,
Yes.
sneaky bastard. Daniel Berg, Drinks Water LLC, and Drinks LLC. These are the names of the defendants on the lawsuit. Okay. The complaint does, however, trace Rock Nation's ownership structure. It states that Rock Nation has two members, Live Nation Worldwide, Inc., which just got finished wiping egg off their face after losing like a monster lawsuit against them for apparently money laundering and stealing from all of the concerts that they promote. And Marcy Media LLC, which I'm sure is somehow attached to Marcy Penn. It then alleges that Marcy Media LLC includes Marcy Media Holdings LLC. Marcy Media Holdings has Sean Carter as a member and another entity in that structure. Marcy Media Acquisition Holdings LLC has Sean Carter as its sole member.
Yep.
So, though he is not directly attached, um, he in the line, he in the line of fire because these are all his entities that his name is on. And see, I'm sorry, Huffman is definitely though she's being very careful here. Because she does not allege that Rock Nation explicitly decided to ignore legal obligations in order to protect. Well, actually, let me go back a little bit. So we have Jermaine Jackson is alleged to have had a long-standing professional relationship with NBA star LaMelo Ball. The complaint describes Ball as both an approximately one-third owner of Drinks LLC and an especially valuable athlete relationship within the Rock Nation ecosystem, which probably means Rock Nation Sports Division.
Right.
Okay, so like I said, Huffman was very careful. She does not allege that Rock Nation explicitly decided to ignore legal obligations in order to protect the LaMelo relationship. Instead, her lawyers say the circumstances support an interference or, yeah, inference. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta forgive me. That dyslexia. I'm not gonna sit up here and fake the funk like some content creators. When I get it wrong, I get it wrong. Now, and what was that? Bosnia and Herx.
Bosnia Herzegovina, whatever that is. Anyway,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I messed that up, and I admitted that too. Anyway, her lawyers say the circumstances support an inference that Roc Nation had powerful institutional incentives not to confront Jackson because of Jackson's relationship with Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all of this is I'm just still tripping off of the fact that after they did all of that, went through all of that, she came to them, asked them to step in with this guy who they have this relationship with. Not only did they ignore her, but they let him run a Rock Nation muck and then continue to allegedly harass her and act like they didn't know anything. And then when it really got hot and something about took me to court, tried to take all I got. Wait, she got how she sent feds to my spot. Took me to court, tried to take all I got. Another intricate plot. No, but seriously though, the chick said, "Damn, why you want to stick me for my paper? My little skibo hole, my Versace hottie." Come to find out, she was screwing everybody. She knew about me, the fake IDs, cases in Virginia, body. I'm sorry. Anyway, no, I'm just saying that's pretty much what they did this to her. They put that on her. They got her they got her tricking off for water. They got her just running around. They calling up her husband. They're talking to her husband. And there's nothing worse than someone literally making up stories about you and creating a campaign about you, saying that you're doing things that you're not doing, and then other people are just going along with it. I personally know exactly how that feels. I've been there. I've been there. Matter of fact, I got people on YouTube to this day sitting around making up stories about me from 16 years ago
You know.
and use and literally stalking real details about my life to create these fake ass stories while people sit around and parade it like it's not weird. Um so I get it. This sucks. It sucks. Like, but to call her husband? Like, they got balls, man. And she wants a jury trial.
Well, she has 10, so there's 10 claims, right? The lawsuit contains basically 10 causes of action: defamation against per se against Jackson, Title 7 X discrimination, hostile work environment against Rock Nation, Title 7 retaliation, that's against Rock Nation, New York State X discrimination slash harassment against Rock Nation and drinks companies, New York State retaliation against those companies, New York City X discrimination, hostile environment against those companies, New York City retaliation, aiding and abetting against Daniel Berg, tortious interference with Huffman's Rock Nation employment against Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
and intentional infliction of emotional distress against Jackson. So they gonna settle. They better settle because this case looks pretty legit to me.
Took me to court, tried to take all I got. Another intricate plot. The whole setup. Damn, why you want to stick me for my paper? Hey, it is what it is. And yes, Herzegovina. I got it. You are talking to the same woman who called Kadisha Lynn, Katie Shaylin, for the better part of like damn near 6 months. I couldn't accept the fact that her name was Kadisha. I called her Katie Shaylin.
because she look Caucasian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She don't look black. That's crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
But shout out to her,
Salute to Kadisha Lynn, formerly known as the blogger,
Katie Shay.
formerly known as Katie Shaylin. Yes,
You was
I
calling
got it.
her,
Her
you was calling
social
her Katie
media.
Shaylin, and somebody else calling her Katie Shaylin. I ain't gonna say
Yeah, there was other people that started calling her Katie Shaylin because of me.
that. That's
Like
retarded.
real bad.
Oh man.
Yeah. They not like us, cat. Ain't that the truth? Fraggle Rock. Hey. I'm telling you, Rock Nation they got balls, man. Like they got balls. Like you
This
gotta
is
give it to them.
this is not a good look. We're almost on September. September, so we got about 10 weeks for the
Before
Demore
the
and Desiree
Morris
trial.
trial.
Yeah. This is not gonna be like, and then I mean, oof.
Old Rock Nation had wait, Old Rock Nation had some suits. E-I-E-I-O. And in them suits they had some truths. E-I-E-I-O. With a lawsuit here and a lawsuit there. Here a suit, there a suit, everywhere a suit, suit. Old Rock Nation had some suits. E-I-E-I.
And I want y'all to understand when you go up against big corporations, when you go up against big corporations, because I'm gonna let y'all know, like I ain't got a whole lot of stuff to hide, but I know. So I started a lawsuit against. I'm not gonna even say it's a very big tech company out of Malaysia. Let me just say it like that. And you start realizing how gangsters really move and how this gang banging network really work. When you go up against somebody like, anybody, I'm just saying Rock Nation because she's going up against someone, and it's, she's no joke. She knows what time it is, and I'm sure she has some really good backing. But when you're just someone like me, and they will come out of every which way to just try to throw any little thing and make you look this way, and like they will try to win. They're gonna win, 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 win. Um, they'll try. They're gonna make sure that they win because guess what? They have a vested interest. When you're dealing with corporations though, like that,
Yay. Go ahead.
what you saying? What was you saying?
E-I-E-I-O. I was just, yeah.
I mean, what do you think's gonna be the outcome? They're not gonna go to trial.
They better settle. Cause I'm telling you right now, having this on the books, if I were Hilton Napoleon, I would definitely be bringing this up as an exhibit of the recklessness and carelessness of Desiree Perez and her associates,
Hmm. Shout out to
especially
Desi.
with all of the many different details that line up with their case. I would, yeah. Shout out
It
to
all it
Hilton
all
Napoleon.
lines up because we didn't even talk about the emails. What was it? I know you were going to get into it, but there was an incident where, I mean, their IT got to be stupid. Like if you have an employee who was let go, and then so in a suit it says something about Jermaine Jackson having access to Huffman's
Her
email and
emails.
who she was in contact with as
Yeah,
well. Like,
yeah. E-I-E-I. Ah! E-I. Mm-hmm. Ooh. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Old Rock Nation had some suits. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough couple of years. Someone put in the comments about the NFL deal, how it may go away. I wouldn't be surprised.
It ain't looking good. You want to know what? No, but that's the other thing that we forgot. When they actually had the audacity to ask her when she decided that she was going to sue them if she could wait to file this lawsuit until
Oh,
after the NFL and after the
right.
Grammys and after the Grammys, so it wouldn't do too much on their reputation. Like not so much on
Wow.
our reputation during the Super Bowl and during the Grammys. Like if you could just wait a minute, eh, 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 wait a minute.
Just wait a
We
minute.
know we know that you're mad and you go went outside and we fuck with your plans, but we got to wait a minute. Yeah, 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 yeah. Can you wait a minute? Can you wait a minute on that lawsuit, G?
Mm. Like,
Like,
hold up, hold up. I'm not mad. Like, do it right away. They did it. They did it, and March 15th. I'm not mad. Like, yeah, March 15th was when they, mm.
like, can you? I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like,
I mean,
they stopped paying her. They stopped paying her. Like it
who?
was on some like, look, can you hurry up and just get the point that we don't want you around anymore? Can you like hurry up and quit, lady? And then when she finally goes to sue, they said, listen to me, shorty, shorty, hold up, hold up on that lawsuit. Look, we got the Grammys coming, we got the Super Bowl coming. Bad Bunny is performing. Like you don't want to mess it up for that. I know. Wait, wait, wait a minute. Did they hire Ray J to do like a singing gram?
Ray J came out.
Ray J
It's
popped
on
out
and popping.
and
We
the
need that
lawsuit
lawsuit
kept
stopping.
dropping.
Right. It's on and rise.
Yo, they wild. They wild. Wait a second. Salute Chaos with the 10 piece. She says, does anyone remember Jay in the 90s? Like, for real. For real. Like, he was never it, yo. I was there. Look, I was there too.
A lot of us were there.
I was there. And I'm going to tell you something right now. That Jay-Z unplugged, boy, he had that girl singing in the background, man. Had him shining like gold. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Listen to me. Ooh.
The thing we
Yes, I
remember,
am.
the thing we remember is Biggie and him, Brooklyn's finest. That's pretty much it.
It still
That,
wasn't better than the what, and that was Biggie and Method Man.
ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, was it even better than Raekwon and Nas? I'm not
No,
gonna get on Raekwon.
it
Raekwon is a
wasn't.
disappointment, but that's a whole other
Biggie
conversation.
made it listenable. Like Biggie made it what people wanted to flock to, but it doesn't beat the what.
No, no,
Mm-mm,
don't. It don't.
mm-mm,
And then think
mm-mm,
about who that was
mm-mm,
like that was he sampled
mm-mm.
ODB. Brooklyn. That
I
was that
know.
was ODB. So it's like, ooh, this so Brooklyn Zoo was already out of here, number one. And then you got Biggie. Oh, okay, got it. And someone brought that up. Someone said Jay doesn't have
I
any
used to
hits
get
by himself.
now I
Every
get
hit that he has is with other people.
stop me from that to be nigga. Prepared for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your styles is played out like Arnold and that. What you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White here to excite and throw to ah. I like 'em. I like 'em stainless steel. A mother, but uh. Ooh, I can't even say most of it because most of it would get my video demonetized. THOD, man. I'll be damn, here I am if it ain't some come to spread the but the lyrics over harmony grit. It's the most Yes, I'm a jet black ninja coming where you rest that surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm having a good old time remembering hip hop that impacted me. You want to know what's crazy? Biggie Smalls did a duet with Jigga Man for his first album, and I can't even tell you one verse of that song.
Hmm.
It's on tonight. I look.
Hmm.
I,
Let me just get into this then,
let's
I
move
guess.
on. Let's move on. Enough of the Rock Nation. The
Let me-
Rock Nation called me when they hit rock bottom. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Whitney Houston style.
All right, so what do you think of this case here where we have the child actress, former child actress? She was in the mid 2000s, early 2000s actually. Raquel Lee. She sued Disney for negligence, and this was in regards to a sexual abuse and assault on a movie that she did in 2021 when she was 14, and it just came out that she had reached a separate settlement with Mark Curry in 2015. So this was with the help of Gloria Allred for representing accusers. You know, they know
Lord,
that you know who Gloria Allred is. Okay,
Gloria
so
down bad. Cause if
right,
they call her name, you down bad. That's what I call her.
yeah. So Raquel Lee and Mark Curry didn't respond to the inquiries about the settlement, and Gloria Allred had no comments, but she settled with him first. So Mr. Cooper, I don't know what to make of this. What do you think? What's going on?
Well, first things first, I just want to say salute to Dewine B in the building. Oh, wait a minute. Did you just become a member? Welcome to Jag Nation. Salute to Dewine B. He was over here laughing, I guess, at my renditions. We got him so good. We got him so cold. He had to join. Appreciate you, brother B. So, okay. First things first. And this isn't me being crass or rude or anything like that. But is that a girl? Because I got my readers on, but she looks a little masculine in the jawline. It's giving thin Sydney Star. Maybe I'm tripping. You quiet. You
I,
real
I ain't
quiet.
got I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't even finna make no jokes because you're trying to get me canceled by the
I'm
LGBTQRS.
not trying to get you canceled. I'm sitting here looking at a strong
That
jawline and I'm just asking.
that's a woman, and number one, she's a victim, so I'm not gonna say nothing. So
I'm
you
just
know
want to
that's
make
a woman.
sure. Look, maybe it's my readers. Maybe they smudging. Okay. All right. So let's just talk about this young lady. I'm trying to understand this because this is the thing that's tripping me out more than anything. She already settled with hanging with Mr. Cooper
Yeah,
11 years ago.
yeah.
And it took her all of this time to. I don't. It's got to be about something. It's got to be about something if she spun the block and was able to wait this long to make this happen. Because if she got Mr. Curry to settle in 2015, clearly he didn't want no parts of any of this in the media. Whatever happened. I'm not going to put no accusations on him. I'm not going to say he did anything to her because what? She was 15 at the time?
Yeah, 14, 15. Yeah.
14, 15. And this is Disney we're talking about?
Mhm.
That goes to show you exactly how diabolical that company is that they were able to hold this off for 11 years. So what I will say is salute to her for waiting it out.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
But the thing is them putting this out there in the media is kind of weird because guarantee you there's non-disclosure agreements and all of that stuff tied up around the settlements. So mm,
I mean, Mark Curry isn't saying anything.
why would he?
She's not saying anything, and Gloria Allred isn't saying anything.
She ain't gonna say nothing.
So that leaves what that does is leave people to speculate. And that's why I'm glad you said, what you said, because they're waiting on someone. Oh, Mark Curry said, well, we don't know. Now I'm looking at hanging with Mr. Cooper a little bit different now, though. Real talk, because it's like, bro, what part of the game? What's going on? Why'd you settle?
I mean, look, we could say a lot. We could say a lot about settling. He did get quiet real fast when I asked him that question.
Yeah, because you
No,
you be having you had these weirdos coming after me, and if y'all come at me in real life, I'm
number one,
y'all you remember Bernie Mac? You remember Bernie
the
Mac when he
weirdos
was
have
walking through
been
the
coming after you. What'd
people
you say?
people are weird. I'm saying people are weird. I'm just
What
saying.
about Bernie Mac?
Remember Bernie Mac was smacking the shit out of people in that movie scene. Um,
Lord have
I saw you
mercy.
on YouTube. Bah! That's all I'm saying.
A mess.
But no, yeah,
Yes,
the
guys, please don't forget to subscribe to our brother Dewan B. He has a channel over here. He be over there getting it in. He be having his moments of levity and comedy as well, but
well,
also
don't
deep,
just go to his
profound
channel. Go to
conversation.
he does cardiology. That's the thing. Like, give the one B is dope. And shout out LA brother. He
See,
does
look, somebody
cardiology.
said a Johnny Bravo jawline.
See, and they can say that. He can say that. That's fine.
I'm just saying.
I ain't saying that.
I ain't tripping.
But no, no, no. Shout out to her
Hey,
simply
Jace.
because going like I mentioned before, going up against big corporations, you really,
It's
man,
crazy.
these really don't know how these people really get down. Like, just
11
just try to
years.
go, just try to go
11
sue,
years.
try to sue shoot. I'm like, I ain't gonna even say, but these corporations got gangsters too.
Once again, 11 years. 11 years. Mr. Cooper, he put a check on that in 2015. I hadn't even officially moved to Dallas, Texas. I was still in Louisiana. Actually, I was working in the Bay with Dwayne Wiggins when he was alive. He is now deceased. That's how long ago it's been since he put a check and put that in the rear view. 11 years? It sounds like they played every trick in the book
Hmm.
to not have to deal with this. Because I don't think I've heard anything about this ever. Have you?
Mm-mm, no, but I know what you have heard. I know what you have heard.
What?
Talk about a chisel line, chisel jawline.
Well, once upon a time, it's given too many spam sandwiches, sir.
Okay. Do we want to talk about this unfortunate soul here? Love and hip hop star Sydney Starr denied bond in Fulton County child X assault case. This
For
happened
the
today.
second time.
Yeah. Sydney Favors, Stephen Favors. Let's keep it a buck. That's the birth name. Will remain in jail without bond after Fulton County judge ruled Tuesday that he could pose a flight risk and a danger to others if released. The judge also found Favors' large social media presence could create a risk of witness intimidation or interference in the case. So Favors, 37 years old, faces felony felony charges of sexual battery against a child under 16. This person was 13. Aggravated child molestation and uh, sodomy. I guess that's the only way I can say it. And yeah, the prosecutors said the charges stem from the August 2nd encounter at the Embassy Suite Hotels on International Boulevard in Hateville. Police responded after the family of a 13-year-old reported the alleged assault, according to details presented during Tuesday hearing. And when I heard today's hearing, I was like, ooh, ooh, it was ooh. I was just, mm-mm-mm. And she was like, well, he was like, I'm not, I have no criminal history beyond a traffic violation. I never failed to appear in court. I'm going to cooperate and blah blah blah. And I
You know what I
cooperated with
don't understand? You know what I don't. Let me stop you here before we get into the sob stories of it all. Let's just be clear. I don't care if you only had a jaywalking ticket. You snatched up a young tender, lured him to your room, and then threw two 20s at him like a $5 hoe and asked him, will this be enough to keep your mouth shut about what I just did to you and what I couldn't finish? Like, come on, man. Come on. Can't, no. What's even more disgusting about this whole situation is that nobody that this individual works with has said a word. Nobody from Love and Hip Hop, no Mona Scott, nobody from Zeus, not Lemmy, not nothing. Matter of fact, this all happened right before that weird ass fight that they did with Clarissa Shields and the Zeus Clues Cruise and all of that. Like, nobody said anything, and they're still not saying anything. It's like they're trying to act like they're just going to slide away from this, like she isn't one of their employees. I'm done. I'm done with the selective outrage. And my question is when is somebody going to finally address the fact that Zeus is a full-on demon pit? This is demon time. Listening to that mother in the courtroom talking about how much therapy her child is going to need. It's a
Mm-hmm.
13-year-old boy. Okay,
Bad.
and I was wrong. So let me clear that up when I said that, this person is 40 some odd years old. That's what Funky Dineva said. Funky Dineva said I'm 43 and this hoe is older than me messing around with the young tenders. That's what Funky Dineva said. So clearly Funky Dineva was wrong about Sydney, just like I was wrong about his old looking ass because I thought he was older than me. My point is, I'm telling you, these lifestyle people that's out here in the world, like out here, they struggle with keeping their youth. They look stressed out, especially when they ain't got a full face of makeup on. But my point is, like, everything Zeus is looking crazy to me, and I'm not sure Jace, if this trial is going to be televised, I don't know. I don't. We haven't even gotten there yet. They've just denied bond. I don't even know if there's been an official indictment yet. Has there? I know they have up to 90 days to do an indictment, I believe. But
I
we're
mean,
just gonna have to keep our eye.
it looks like it's going down. No pun intended. This Sydney Star situation. It's the mother was in court today and giving testimony, and I hope no one.
This heifer better take a deal.
Do you think Sydney Star being held without bond is a sign the court believe he possesses a serious risk, or do you think there may be more to the case than the public hasn't heard yet?
I mean, I think both things could be true, in
Because
my opinion.
you mentioned Zeus, and I was gonna ask a question, but I'm not gonna go there just yet. Let's kind of let a few things come out in regards to Zeus, because I know some people that have some dealings with Zeus, and some of the people tied with Zeus, and they're not all clean. I'm gonna just say it like that. I'm not saying, I'm not telling the feds to go look into them, but I heard some things, and yeah. But the Sydney Star thing, I think it might be something going on behind the scenes that the public don't know yet, and Sydney may know some things, and maybe they're bigger fish. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh no, I hear what you're saying, and I hope this weirdo screams and like a man and sings like a banshee. Wait a
Gee,
second, Zam, what's going on? Welcome. Oh, Zam is asking, I can share your stream in a kit community. Um, I, I don't have a problem with it, but we are not. We don't do the
Jag,
Discord.
Jag,
What?
remember, we're we're doing the production here.
Oh, my bad.
That
I'm
could
sorry.
have waited. Like that really could have waited. That guy, I don't know what's going on with that because I don't know too much about the kick community or whatever. No, long story short, though, um, it seems like this person is kind of spamming. So just like, yeah, Kat, she's on
Oh,
it.
then
So
I'll let Kit handle it.
yeah,
My bad. My
yeah,
bad.
you gotta kind of let stuff just kind of like don't even. That's why I'm saying like when we do these types of lives, sometimes they do that. They'll get in here, and that's why a lot of times we keep things members only because a lot of times people get in here and they try to get us to talk about other stuff. Like I literally was like I was on the roll with that. I really because that's really what's going on. I want you. Let me not say nothing. Let me not say
Quiet.
nothing. No, I'm just
Somebody
saying as
just
far as
rained
like
all over your parade. My
no, I
bad.
ain't worried, no, I ain't worried about that. I'm talking about the topic at hand.
Hmm.
Sometimes don't pay attention to the chat just yet because that person threw off the whole, you
No,
know.
they didn't, because we
But
can
that
jump
was
right
it.
back
Like you
into
said,
it.
no self promotion. Cat is on it because that's
Got
what that
it.
person was doing. That person was spamming. Yeah,
Oh, oh, okay. Got it. Cat's on it.
we're not
Now,
gonna do that,
back to the conversation at hand. Miss Favors.
Mister.
Jay says, I remember Sydney lied about getting bottom surgery the whole time. I feel like alphabet community needs to address this like they address everything else. And I do agree because the one thing that the LGBTQ plus IA community is not doing is talking more about what's going on with this. Funky Dineva came out and said something. Then they did the whole PR campaign for Saucy Satanic after talking about how the kids want to, do stuff with them. And they all lie. Like, that's the thing that bothers me. Like, I think people are forgetting that Sydney with what's his name? Darius, what is it? Darius McCrary, is that his last name?
Darius, yeah,
From what was it?
Family Matters.
From Family Matters. Yeah.
Mhm.
They were together. They literally did a whole interview on No Jumper where they were talking about being together and how he accepted her for who she was and how he paid for her surgery to make her a full woman. And my thing is you paid for what? Because she still got the peepee scut. She still has the sausage and the berries, the twig and the berries. She still got it. So did you just pay for breast? Because that's not a full transition.
Maybe he just paid to slide the sack over. I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm just like, man, and that's the biggest problem that I have with the LGBT, uh, and so on and so on, and so on and so on. Honestly, because like, damn, G, like they all lie, all of them. It's part of the other reason why I didn't understand why people were so quick to just take what Saucy Santana had to say. You know it. Oh yeah, because I know you would never do this, and I know you would never. You don't know anything. Y'all don't know these people until it's time to know these people. And then the second that it all goes down, and that people are looking like how they looking, then all of a sudden everyone wants to skate past the conversation. Because there's a lot of people that promoted Sydney Favors.
Hmm.
A lot of people. And nobody's saying anything.
Hmm.
They just gonna slide by like a fart in a crowded room. I'm just yeah, it's that's the thing. Like the LGBT community, they're not doing enough to they're just not doing enough in my opinion. There's too many weirdos that hide behind that rainbow flag, and they're not doing enough to get rid of all the roaches. They should have the biggest voice when it comes to stuff like this. And that's just my opinion on that. And that's somebody who happens to be the B in the LGB. So it's yeah. I'm so over it. I'm just over it. Every time I think about that, it just makes me like just look like bleh. So moving right along, I guess, right? Is there anything else to
Yeah,
say?
I mean, well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nothing
There's one
to
more.
say?
Yeah,
Nothing left to say? Cause I can't. I can't. Like I'm just trying to figure out when are people gonna be honest about all of this stuff? Like when are people gonna be honest about the entertainment industry, about how all of this shit works? Like these people, oh well, such and such denied it. Peter denied Jesus. Did that mean that he didn't know him? Like people lie all the time. Jesus looked Peter in the eye and he said, "You are going to deny that you know me 3 times before the cock crows, son." And he said, "I would never, I would never, I would never." Crucifixion come, body gets taken off. And then next thing you know, people come, "Yo, ain't you that dude that was with old crucifixion boy?" I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know him. Literally 3 times. And then the cock crowed as the sun was coming up. And he had to face the fact that he did exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. People lie. I don't know why anybody would think that any of these people are going to willingly admit that they the devil. I just don't. You know? So moving right along, another Zeus disappointment. Now I just want to be very clear about this. I don't do Zeus. Like I'm not going to lie. It's pure toxicity. I don't do Zeus. I'm proud to say I have never, ever, ever, ever had a Zeus subscription. Matter of fact, I want to take a little poll. Let's take a little polsy wolsy. How many people that are here in this chat right now either have had or still currently have a Zeus Network subscription? Put a 1 in the chat if you've had a Zeus Network subscription. Put a 2 in the chat if you've never had a Zeus Network subscription. I'll go first. Never. Never. I've never. Never. Let's see. How many ones do we have? I'm just checking. Okay, that's one. You had one in 2022. Okay, so it's looking like you no longer have. Okay. All right.
Is
Like I'm
that you
just
doing
gonna.
222?
Yeah, I did the 222. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Cause I
What
ain't
the
never,
hell?
never. Never. I have never, never, never had a Zeus subscription. And I need y'all to understand something. Lunell Campbell is someone who I've known for a very long time. Supported her in all that she's done. And I remember when she hosted the Jocelyn's Cabaret reunion. Okay? I still didn't get it. I congratulated her when they started coming for her in the comments because she called it out for what it was. And Lunell, she definitely said that it was some pimpo stuff going on. And they all went crazy on her. Jocelyn's people went crazy on her. Lemmy even came to the internet and had to say that Lunell had it wrong and she didn't know what she was talking about and it wasn't what she thought. Like, and when they said, I was like, who is this kid? Who is this kid talking to Lunell? Like, I had no idea who this Lemmy plumber person is. Jocelyn got you. The Jocelyn got you there. God bless you. We gonna pray over your bank account that the money that they withdraw from your account every month doesn't become infected with demon juice and do anything to destroy your life, Brandon. God bless you. Okay, so I see a lot of twos. I've seen what, like two ones. Okay, got it. All right, so we know who we talking to. We know who our audience is. Um, yeah, like I'm not. You had one and then ended it. Okay, okay, got it, got it. So yeah, very few people here, which I'm happy to say that's part of the reason you had it before. Okay, that's cool. The question is, why didn't you keep it? That's the question. You had it, but it ended, and you didn't, and apparently you didn't re up. Troll Farm, Zeus Network, there is no difference. There is no Thank you, Kat, and I'm so glad you brought that up. So, how do we get into this conversation? And prayers up for Woe Vicky, because Woe Vicky is another Zeus victim, in my opinion. And it's wild because the second that she turned her life over to Christ and she decided she wanted to start, you know, worshiping and studying the Bible and studying the scripture, next thing you know, they all came for her. When I saw her sit down with the Trashy K, Trashy the Grouch, when I seen her do that, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. They're coming for her. She sat there and argued with that girl down about whether or not she really loved the Lord, talking about Christianity was fake, it was all a mess. And then the next thing you know, she went over to Africa and ain't nobody heard from that girl since. That's the kind of stuff that's what Zeus does. Um,
Well, here we have here. Who is this in the picture?
this is Nevaeh.
She looks like a ratchet version of Perky.
She does. She does. Little pale little thing. Now, like I said, y'all, I really don't follow this, but there are so many content creators right now that are jumping all over the Krishan and the Blueface and the Nevaeh. You catch some things, you see some things, they pop up in your timeline. Um, I wasn't quite aware of this guy and his dating choices. But apparently, he likes down on his luck females that are on the verge of eating out of the trash can that ain't got nowhere to go. And he likes to get them in their most vulnerable and pitiful state and then bring them into his weirdo world lifestyle and exploit them for clicks and views so he can make money, and Zeus can make money off of destroying lives and televising it for everyone who is an app holder.
Well, he apparently you know more about this whole ghetto soap opera than I do because I saw a video and he essentially, I guess he discovered this young lady or found this young lady living in a shelter.
She was living
So
in a shelter.
he goes on to, I guess he berated her by saying a few things about her on a kick stream. Let me pull it up real quick where she had
Okay.
mentioned, "Hey, my dad watches me on here, and you got to be a little bit more respectful when you talk to me." Blah blah blah. And this was his response to, you know,
No. Okay, so what the fuck is he watching you get disrespected now? Why does he feel the type of way now? We can always go back to that. School crib, he wasn't watching when you was in the shelter with your son, right? Now you care about what he think when he watching. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Your father's cool, I fuck with your dad. Do not make it weird. You chose this. Do not involve anyone else. You see how I told you not to talk to my mom?
Am I
Okay.
talking?
So do not have me and your dad in any altercation because you're a dumb bitch.
Like, wait, shit
That's
like
how
that.
motherfuckers die and shit
Wow.
really happens.
wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop there.
No,
That's
no, 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 no.
hold up. That's damn. I didn't even hear all that.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
No,
mm-mm,
this is not cool. Straight up. Got the baby back there.
mm-mm. Can you rewind that just a little bit?
Okay, and I'm not gonna go any further,
Why
but
not?
well, because
I want to
this is
see what's going on
this
here.
is this is what's wrong with people. We ingest too much of this negativity and hearing each other cussing like this ain't cool. Straight up, this ain't cool. I'll run it back though, but this
Well,
ain't
no,
cool.
Right
because we
now,
were.
we can always go back to that. School crib. You didn't. He wasn't watching when you was in the shelter with your son, right? Now you care about what he think when he watching. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Your father's cool. I fuck with your dad. Do not make it weird. You chose this. Do not involve anyone else. You see how I told you not to talk to my mom?
Am I
Okay.
talking?
So do not have me and your dad in any altercation because you're a dumb bitch.
Like, okay, shit
That's
like
how
that.
motherfuckers die and shit really happens
Shit
because
like
you're
that.
a dumb bitch.
Shit like that.
Yes, shit like that.
I don't think no
What the
father's gonna
fuck?
be
What does your
okay with a
dad
man
have to do
calling
with you
a
sitting
dumb
here
bitch.
asking me some dumbass
Calling your
shit?
daughter a dumb bitch. You think he'll like that when I'm not doing dumb bitch shit though? I don't understand.
Did he like it when his daughter was in the shelter?
Couldn't do nothing about it.
Were you a dumb bitch when you were in the shelter, or were you a smart bitch in the shelter? Which one were you?
He couldn't do nothing about
Why
it.
not?
He couldn't do
So
nothing
what can he
about
do about this?
it. I guess nothing.
Exactly.
But give his opinion.
Fuck his opinion. He should have came and got you out the shelter. You wouldn't be sitting here with me. Now you sitting here with me, nigga.
Okay, well, he ain't right, but he ain't wrong. I'll say it like that simply because her situation, she was in a shelter, right, with a kid. The kid has to be about what, first grade, kindergarten.
He looks like he's pre-K.
This is sad because he's sitting here listening to this man abuse his mom. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is sad.
Well, and he talks worse like this in front of this kid. He says worse things.
I mean, so my thing is, Blueface on just on some man ish or some street ish. Let me just say it like this. I guess he does have a point when it comes to the woman pitting her dad against Blueface. Don't get
Is
it
she?
twisted.
Is that what she
Well,
was
look.
doing?
Well, so this whole argument started with her saying, "Don't talk to me on a live. My dad don't like the fact." Now, number one, he shouldn't be that reckless and be talking to her all crazy. That like he shouldn't be disrespectful. Number one, talking to her crazy on a live, and then he got the kid there. So it's just all types of ratchet, toxic. Like, I don't get it. But
He
the
calls her dumb bitch for breakfast while the child is sitting there eating cereal.
yeah, he's out of pocket. He out of pocket. But what I'm saying is, she's framing up a situation to where she could pit her dad up against him, and he's like, yeah, that dude's end up dead. Like, and he's not lying because the father can get at him on some, and that's rightfully so. Like, the father should check him in general. Like, what's up with you, partner? Like, what's going on? And Blueface is gonna be like, well, you left your daughter in a homeless shelter. I rescued her. So that's why I said he ain't right, but he ain't wrong. I know
Yeah,
my
but he
daughter was in.
rescued Krishan too.
Okay, so give us the backstory because I'm looking at
I'm
it from
not
the
saying
outside looking in.
I'm not saying that I got it all the way right, but because like I said, I'm late to the party. Like the first time I heard people really talking about them was back in like 2020, 2021, when people were saying that me and my ex-husband, my second ex-husband, were the grown-up version of Krishan Rock and Blueface. And I'm like, well, what the hell is that? And then when I seen it, I'm like, oh, y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Comparing me to some crap like this. I ain't got nothing to do with this. But that's when I understood. It wasn't that they were comparing us. It was the simple fact that we were both greenlit for content. They were stalking them the same way that they were stalking me. The only difference is they play into it. We weren't playing into it. They were playing into it. So when Krishan first came to Los Angeles, she had dreams of Hollywood. She had dreams of all of that. And she came with her ex boyfriend, who's now deceased, Karan, Ronnie Doe. She was in college, and I believe there was some kind of situation where the school thing wasn't working out. Like I said, she had done a couple of, TV shows. She did that one TV show with what is the name of it? I'm trying to remember, but it was like a parkour themed like obstacle show with, the football brothers or whatever. I can't remember the name of the show. But the show came during what you call it during the pandemic. So anyway, I remember seeing her on there. She ran track in college. Like she was, but she wanted to be on TV. And then there was the incident where they had gotten into something with a man who was allegedly homeless. Ronnie Doe took the case and he got off. And the next thing you know, they were homeless. And then, boom, she's with Blueface. And then she's on Baddies, fighting on Baddies, and then she's streaming with him. So, this is his thing. It's like he's always looking for a hoe in distress, someone who's down on their luck, someone who doesn't have much, going on in life, or is in great need of a, like, oh, like this is disgusting, because he's preying on desperate women. I mean, and when you think about it, he got out of jail. They tried to hook him up with Hazel E. You saw how long that lasted. That lasted all of 2 weeks. And then she started coming out talking about she had info on him being a little hot in the tail for some man meat. They shut that down, and then the next thing you know, he was with this girl, Nevaeh. And then boom, she was pregnant. So for me, I find it thoroughly disgusting. For me, I find it absolutely just, because this is what he's doing. This is what he does for Zeus. And then they sit there and they stream all day, all day. Wait a minute. He did the same thing to Jaden Alexis as well. We gotta ask ourselves, what the hell is going on in this world where young women, like, literally are professionally, y'all know what I'm saying, to the shun, you know what I mean, themselves literally online. Like, she's sitting there. That was the name of the show. Thank you, Ultimate Tag. She was there with Ronnie Doe. This was before she was with Blue. So it's like he's always looking for someone that's desperate. He's always looking for someone that's falling apart. He's always looking for someone, like, it's just crazy. And then he wants to get him pregnant. And then the next thing you know, he's just sitting there talking crazy about him, talking crazy to him. And people are sitting there, they're watching this, they're streaming this, they're clipping this, they're spreading this around. And meanwhile, Krishan, she just turned out. Lost and turned out. Like, she's done. She's sitting up there. Hey, y'all. Hey, chat. Y'all want the clips? Where the clippers at? Like, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. And the simple fact that this is how she gets by. Wait a minute. Okay, so you said she met Blue in Blue Girls Club and he knew she was a nutcase even then. Well, listen to me. You're not going to get anybody that's yeah, that tag craziness. You're not going to get anybody at all that's got any common sense that wants to do these shows and let this loser sit there talking to you all kinds of crazy. And I swear to God, I bet you he got the wackest shot in the world. Dudes like him, they don't ever have it like that. I bet you he is the worst lay in the world. I bet you he got the laziest you know what shot ever. I bet you he got the worst. Because dudes like that, that's how they be treating chicks. Like I said, he hooked up with Hazel E. And if he had any kind of shot, Hazel would have lasted longer than that. All she's sitting there talking about is how he shot her $5,000 to make appearances. And she was ready to flip on him and tell all what little bit of business she could tell. And then the next thing you know, he with the homeless girl. Like he went down to the shelter to go get him something. What kind of dude is that? Do I think? Yeah, I think she's using Christianity as a whole stunt. Absolutely. That girl, listen to me. Two things could be true at the same time. She could love the Lord and be using it and pimping it. Yeah. And yes, I did say the little peepiska. Yeah. Very predatory behavior. Like, not once have I heard any of these girls sit around talking about that he got a good shot, that ain't nobody like him, that ain't nobody. This girl sitting there cooking and cleaning and doing whatever she got to do so she ain't got to go back to spam in a can and oodles and noodles. Like, listen to me. Whatever Hazel had, her old ass signed up for it. I guess Lemmy paid her some good money to sit there and front off. Wait a minute. You said Krishan never went to college? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. You don't believe Nevaeh is broke? Sadly, she wants to be there. I'm going to tell you something right now. Of course she wants to be there. She was living in a homeless shelter with her baby. You can tell by the way she acts and behaves, she ain't got no goddamn sense. You can tell she's a whole fool, which is probably why her family left her in the shelter to teach her a lesson because she don't want to do right. I just saw the clip of him cussing her out, calling her all kinds of BI this and BI that and lazy BI because she ain't want to take her kid to school. Meanwhile, she just had the baby not even a week ago. Not even a week ago. Like, is anybody paying attention? Because I'm sitting here looking at the thumbnails regarding all this craziness. Him and Krishan hanging out. He treating Krishan like crap. Right before that, Krishan got Junior out, sitting there trying to feed him broccoli. The boy can't eat solid food. Blueface still lying about the fact that he knew that girl was getting drunk and high throughout that whole pregnancy and still pretend like they all sitting there pretending like the boy ain't got fast. And that's fetal alcohol syndrome. Okay, they all still sitting there pretending Like that ain't her.
Oh no, no, he doesn't have any disability. The disability is his mother because she's not doing this and she's not
Doing that. Nigga, stop talking about mothers of other children and talk about your mama because your mama is a fucking wreck. What the hell happened to you? You want to run around talking about people and being moms and what moms ain't doing this and what moms ain't doing that. The only thing your mother is worried about is what your slag ass peepiska is doing and producing. She spend more time worrying about your drawers than your conduct. Your mother is a fucking nut. You remember when they asked me to do that daggone auntie's podcast? I said, hell to the no, I ain't doing that shit. I know why they wanted me to do it. Because I would have been up in there fighting. I'd have been up in there fighting. Sure enough. Hell to the no. Sitting there with a bunch of losing ass bitches. Sitting there begging this little demon boy, Lemmy, for a check and willing to humiliate themselves by any means necessary. All of this stuff is weird. And I'm sitting there thinking about when she was sitting there talking crazy about Krishan and she was sitting there saying, you're a terrible mother and you did this and everyone told you this and everyone told you that. But you know what you didn't do? You was busy running your mouth and you was busy acting, holier than thou. And like you had some kind of righteous intention. But y'all didn't bother to try to stop that girl while she was doing it. Y'all didn't go to the state services. Y'all didn't report Zeus Network for what they was doing, right? Because you ain't want to mess up your bag. Because the truth is, with the kind of stuff that Zeus has going on, people should be boycotting. People should be unsubscribing with the stuff that they see going on. Now we got a child, poor Junior. We got a child all kinds of messed up. His mother sitting here running around looking to destroy. Listen to me. Carlissa played along with it all. She played along with it all. They all failed that child. But Zeus Network should have been shut down. It should be shut down. What they are doing is ridiculous. And the kind of danger that they're constantly allowing children to be in. Like the mental cruelty. And they're filming this for profit. And they're making a whole lot of money. You got Junior sitting there bobbing around, waiting for mom to get him home so he can have some more inshore. Krishan running around acting foolish, acting crazy, sitting there screaming at the camera, streaming 24 hours a day. Then she want to go over there to the girl house while the girl pregnant. The girl sitting on camera talking, drinking a castor oil, talking about I'm trying to get this baby out of me. Then Krishan over there at the house. Then they sitting over there and he laughing while the girl is pregnant. Krishan sitting up there. Then they got to go running off. Then she got to go over there to the baby shower. She sitting there worried about the last chick, worried about this chick, clipping, stream like this. All of this shit is a fucking mess. Then, if that ain't bad enough, oh yeah, and nobody from the girl Nevaeh family, from what it seemed, was at the baby shower either. Not even the grandmother wanted to show up and be around this demon nigga Blueface, and he gonna sit up there and talk shit about the grandmother. Said F the grandma. Like, how you gonna say F Nana? Because she don't want to be around your demon ass. Then, the baby shower coming on the heels of ending out. Guess how it ends? It ends with gunplay and fights. Krishan sitting out there fighting for her life. Just whooping on people. Hoping that somebody got a camera on her Talking about, yeah, man, we made 60,000 in stream. Like they out there just.
Mhm.
Then you go from that to the girls in the hospital. She had a baby. He's sitting in the hospital holding the baby like it's a sack of potatoes, looking all stupid. And not even a week later, he's sitting there telling the girl she a lazy piece of shit because she won't take her kid to school. And cussing her in front of her kids, talking all kind of crazy. Now he low-key threatening her daddy. And people subscribe and watch this shit. I was done when I seen a geriatric YouTuber.
Mm.
You saw her husband over there at the courthouse. She online, it done got so bad because, she was known for doing housewives content. She don't do housewife content no more. Now she's streaming Blue. She's streaming the Blueface.
Shouldn't that be out of her demographic though? The thing is
She's
like
75 years old, streaming this shit. And then she gets her son when she can't take no more. She got to go jump on another stream, talking about some other fucking stupid ass shit. Then she gets her son to come and sit there and manage the chat. And he's sitting there laughing at this nigga around his age, demean and degrade women. And he's laughing, thinking this shit is funny. Yeah, it's worse than EDP 445. I don't know if it's worse. You said they are no worse than. I don't know. Like, I think it's sad that we've gotten to the point in the online world that we can't tell which monster is worse. Like we can't tell anymore. I know they're getting swatted with the baby there. They're getting swatted with around the kids. Like, this is child endangerment. Real rap, per kitty. How you gonna say F Nana? Cause Nana don't want to be around your trifling ass or your stupid ass fucking mom. I would want to be around y'all niggas either. And all of this is being filmed and streamed so people can make fun of them, so people can make money off of them. And they're doing all of this because the truth is, if they weren't doing this, what the hell would they be doing? What would they be doing? All of them got the vocabulary of a first generation immigrant fresh off the boat. I know Mexican that just got here from Guadalajara that talk better than them. Make more sense than them. These are some of the dumbest people. And it's wild. Yeah, listen, of course she been jumped in. Blueface running around, finding girls to humiliate because the audience loves it. He just threw a girl out on the highway like a week ago. 2 weeks ago, he threw the girl out on the highway. Because she's sitting there arguing with him about the difference between colorism and racism. He ain't know what he was talking about, told her she was stupid and threw her out on the highway.
Damn.
And then told her friend, see what your friend did to you? She's so smart. She got you out here in the dark in the middle of the night on the highway. Get the fuck out the car, bitch. Like, this is how he talks to women. You should have told your friend to shut up. We was having a good time. He looked at Krishan and said to her, we done got all we can get out of you today. Ain't nobody even watching you like that. The streams ain't good today. Bye. Bye, bitch. Like,
So that's pretty much what they're doing it for, is for attention. Like, my thing is, how much money are they making? Because I guess in real life stream situation, I mean, it's different from a YouTube, right? So curious to know, like, I mean, is it just for the money? I mean, they're getting doxxed. I mean, swatted, not doxxed, but swatted.
swatted with
Yeah,
children.
and that
With
ain't
children present.
that's not something you play with.
There was a baby. There was a baby in Mississippi who was 1 year old. Cop let off some shots and now that baby is gone. You can't play with that. How do I feel about Krishan's boxing career? I wish she'd knock herself out. Maybe she wake up with some sense. I, I don't know. I don't know. What I really don't understand is how Zeus is not under investigation. I don't understand how that company, between Sydney Star, this shit, like, it's disgusting. And they're doing all of this stuff with the children. They're doing all of this with the kids. But the one thing that I know for sure, two things for certain, Lemmy Plummer is the devil. I wonder how many names we could get on a petition to get some kind of authorities to go after Zeus Network for child endangerment. Because that's what I see. Because what's going to happen is something's going to happen to one of them kids. Something's going to happen to one of them kids. That's the problem, that there's too much money involved. That's the problem. Something is going to happen to one of those kids.
I mean, it's unfortunate. Like, the damage to Krishan's son is already kind of, it's sad.
Have you seen that boy?
I have, and it's sad.
He's 3 years old.
A sweet little kid,
He can't walk,
sweet
and he
kid.
can't.
I feel
What
bad for him.
choice does he have?
I feel so bad for him.
He didn't even get afforded the chance to be a bad little motherfucker. He's at the mercy. He's at the mercy. And she's sitting there talking about, if I didn't say my son got anything wrong with him, then should nobody else be saying it? Huh?
Yeah, there's some mothers that are just like in denial.
That ain't denial. That goofy bitch know what she done to that boy. You want to know what I don't understand? How all of those so-called church folks haven't held her accountable yet. She acts like a demon on stream, and then the second somebody criticizes her, she want to start talking about Yahweh, Yahweh, ain't no way, that Yahweh. She's as fucking delusional as fucking Clarissa Shields is, that they got some goddamn talent. Yahweh. She was sitting up there like screaming, like I literally, I'm looking and I thought she was saying Wayne. You remember? It's Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Fuck you mean? Yahweh, Yahweh, cause ain't no way, Yahweh, Yahweh, and then throwing herself up and down, talking about I've been catching the Holy Spirit since I was 4. Bitch, you've been catching conniptions. Don't blame that on the Lord or Spirit. Talking about catching the Holy Spirit. That's what they calling Don Julio. I, mm, 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 mm. It's some shit. It's some shit, and they all want to be, they all want to be up underneath this little. I bet you he got the worst shot in the world. I bet you his. I bet you he is the worst lay every last one of them have ever had. I bet you. I bet you the only person interested in what his draws do is his mama. Goofy bitch. Like I couldn't sit around watching my son and co-signing my son just disrespecting girls and, and abusing women in front of children. Like it's insane. Ugh. Every last one of them need to be waterboarded in holy water. So yeah, talking about IRL streaming. There's nothing real about what they're streaming in real life, my ass. Well, from no talent to extremely talented. Good riddance. You know, a lot of people, have listened to, people like me grew up on. She was born a year after my mom. I never realized her and my mom was the same age or in the same age group. Yeah. Whew. She was such a fiery little thing. Let's go over the details. Dolly Rebecca Parton Dean, professionally known as Dolly Parton, born January 1946, and she left us August 25th, 2026. Was an American musician, songwriter, singer, actress, philanthropist, and businesswoman. Dubbed the Queen of Country. She was one of the most honored country performers in history. Parton received various accolades, including 11 Grammy Awards, 3 Emmy Awards, and the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award, along with nominations for 2 Academy Awards, 6 Golden Globe Awards, and a Tony Award. Dolly Parton was something else. The year that I was born, she was doing it and doing it and doing it well. You know, one of her greatest notations as a songwriter is she wrote, I Will Always Love You And of course, everybody loves Jolene. Jolene, don't take my man. Jolene, don't take my man. If you had to say that, you should have let the motherfucker go. But anyway, one of my favorite records that actually it's not even one of my favorite. It's a world favorite. I Will Always Love You. I remember hearing Dolly's version at a little honky tonk bar I used to shoot pool at with some country fellas when I was younger. And I thought it was cool. But when Whitney Houston did it for the Bodyguard soundtrack, man, it was it was lightning in a bottle. And it was funny listening to her talk about how she never thought of all of the songs that she wrote in her career that that would be the one. That would be the one. That would be one of the greatest songwriting achievements of her life. Salute to Whitney Houston. And I know, guys, it is ironic that she passed away on the 25th anniversary of the passing of Aaliyah. I got something to say about that. But as an actress, she was also pretty amazing. Best Little Hoe House in Texas. Her and Burt Reynolds, that was, old school movie magic. But for me, her character in Steel Magnolias, I love that movie. I love me some Steel Magnolias. Oh my goodness. A young Julia Roberts and Sally Fields. Her and her barber beauty shop, and man, right? Number one country hit. She had a lot going on. Other little fun facts. She had a long-standing old school relationship. And I'm talking about friendship, like family, with Billy Ray Cyrus. She's Miley Cyrus's godmother. She is Grand Ole Opry royalty. Had a smile like no other, and she's only 5 feet tall. It's funny. It wasn't until she started cavorting with Mrs. Carter. Everybody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about that. The second that she acknowledges Beyonce and does anything with Beyonce, all of a sudden her husband gets sick. 9 to 5. 9 to 5, a great record. Great movie, great record. But the second that she started hanging out with the Carters, next thing you know, her husband passed away, and now she gone. On the 25th anniversary of Aaliyah passing. The irony in that. They used her country select to try to validate that Cowboy Carter bullshit. That country scented horse shit. And I just hope they give her as a big a tribute as they gave Clive Davis. There are so many secrets in this industry. But at the end of the day, she made it to 80 years old. She lived a long and incredible life. I'm not going to sit up there and start talking conspiracy, or what some people would call conspiracy theory. But what I will say is, is that everybody's time gets called. I felt the same way when Clarence Avant passed away a few years back. He spent a little time with Mr. Carter. He was perfectly fine. And next thing you know, his wife got popped in the back. A couple weeks later, they said he was in full blown dementia and he died off real fast. It's wild. These people be perfectly fine in their elderly age. They be doing well. People was talking about she was sick and talking about she was going to pass away a few months back. And then she had to get on social media and tell everybody, don't count your chickens. I'm still kicking. She had to literally come forward and tell everybody she was okay. And now she's gone on Aaliyah's anniversary. Interesting coincidence. And I'm going to leave it at that. What I will say is this. If I could stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I'll know you'll be with me every step of the way. And oh, I will always love you. I will always love you. I hope life treats you kind. And I hope you have all you dream of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. And I will always love you. 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 As a songwriter myself, you hope and you wish for the day, even if you're not the one to sing it, that your song will live on beyond all things. It's a piece of you that you share with the world. And we want to thank you, Dolly Parton. Whatever it is that you lived, whether positive or other, that's between you and your maker now. You've gone on. You've gone on to yonder. Safe travels, old girl. And thank you for the music. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Dolly Parton has taken her final bow, her curtain call at the Grand Ole Opry. She cooked with lard and she sang from her heart. She touched a lot of people, including me. And on that note, I bid you all a fond farewell. Let me not forget to say, let's remember our greats. Let's hold them close. Let's hold them dear. Let's remember that a lot of people paid a lot of dues. I've heard some stories about some of the stuff that Dolly Parton went through when she was younger, and I'm not going to get into it now. I know Whitney would have been 63 if she had passed, if she hadn't passed. Hmm. I might pull up an old Dolly Parton movie just to watch the old sassy girl. She was something else. But no matter what, she she did it with class. She did it with grace. My condolences to Miley Cyrus. This probably gonna kick her in the gut. Well, folks, it has been our Tuesday talk. It has been a wonderful talk. Salute to all of our new members. I want to just thank some of the contributors for this live. Thank you, Mirna. Thank you for all of the gems. Per and Kitty, thank you for the gems. Dewan B, thank you for becoming a member. Mirna, thank you so much. Prom B, thank you. Chaos, absolutely, thank you so much. Prom B, thank you for all of the jewels. Honey B, thank you for the jewels. Appreciate you so much. Kenzen, thank you as well. Carla Turner, appreciate you. Napoli, thank you for your absolutely thoughtful and right on time comment. Please keep coming back and sharing some of that good old conversation. ACG, welcome back to Jag Nation yet again. And to the biggest donation of the stream, Chaos, appreciate you. And we're going to keep staying right here to try to be light in these dark times for this community. We love you all. We appreciate you all. Be safe. Try to remember, pray for yourselves, pray for our nation, pray for a victim or a survivor. And yeah, for those of you who are a part of our Patreon and kick little meats, tomorrow we're going to be taking a field trip down Documentary Lane regarding some really interesting stuff that's tying into this Keefe D trial regarding the unalivement of Tupac. I don't think you're going to want to miss it. I think you're going to want to see it. I think you're going to want to get in the mix because this weekend wrap up, we're going to be getting into the mix of all of this that's going on. It's going to be something else. And more importantly than anything, please pray for our children. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.